Okay, I'm gonna show you the way I did the heater core on my '03 Taurus. Now, as you can see down here, there's your heater core. There's one, and there's the other side, right in there. And you can see just the hoses pop off right there. These clamps were a pain in the butt. What I did is I sprayed them with some silicone, some lube, and you can manually turn them with your fingers. And in there with your fingers, you can manually turn them so the clamps are up on top, and then it's not so bad with the regular pliers. Slide them off, and then to get them to break loose, I had to use a screwdriver, and I just busted off a little bit on the ends. I didn't break it. I just kind of pulled back a little bit, and then I got in there and I twisted just back and forth like this. It took a minute, and then you can actually hear it or feel it pop loose, and then they just pull right off. Now, to get in there underneath the dash, you got to pull the dash apart. 2 bolts right there, and then you got 3 in the dash up on top. You'll have that plastic cover, pops right off, and you got 3 of them across the top. You also have to go to the driver's side. Driver's side has 2 of those also. You gotta take this panel piece off. Just pops off, but be careful. You don't want to just rip it off, but it does just pop off. I had to take my bottom door trim off. Same thing, pops off, and then the dash pulls back. I have the luxury one, or whatever you want to call it. So I have this also, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because when you pull the dash off, you got to pull it over, but you got to kind of keep it up. I had to turn the car on, put it in drive, block the tires. That way it doesn't hit the shifter. Alright, as long as we're under here, here's your resistor. If your fan only works on high, you need to change that out. There's your blower motor. And then, getting under here, here's your heater core. Now, you got to take all this crap off, pull the dash out to get room in there. Also, there's a metal clip right here. It's hard to see, but it sticks out this way. I had to bend it back up into towards the top of the car. Give me a couple extra inches to pull this heater core out. It's only needed for the robots at the factory to slide that in there. So once the robots put the thing in there, you don't need that clip anymore. So I just bent it back, put the wires up over there. Now, there's your actuator right there. That has to come off. Now what happens is when you take it off, you can see that little metal bar in there. That falls off. And then you can also see there's a spring right there. That fell off on me too. So I had to go to a manual to see how they go back on. Oh, try to get way under here. There's where you can see everything's connected. The bottom of that metal bar sits on that plastic piece, and then it also goes to the top back there behind the actuator. The spring hooks onto the cover for your heater control, your heater core, You see the little hook on the core cover right there. Hooks onto that. And then there's a little nub back there. You can see the round part hooks onto that. So once you get all that off, your heater core just slides out and then down at an angle and it'll pop out.